Okay, welcome back everyone. Let's take a look now at Module 4, Team Routine Memorandum Development Assignment. Here's the situation, and I'm not going to bother reading it all at this point in time since you have, but there is a lot of information in here. Some of the information is nice to know, others is need to know. But what we have to do is kind of identify initially what is the need to know information, and then we can add possibly some nice to know after the fact. So what I've done in this next slide, I've actually highlighted in red areas as I was reading it. For example, I would have identified, oh, this is probably a need to know, another need to know, and so on. So the first need to know is new procedures. Okay, we have to assume that there has been previous procedures, but these are new, and we have to get this across to whoever is going to read this memorandum. Next is all Tektronix equipment repairs. So when you consider all repairs, that would suggest it's everyone in the company, most likely, because they might most likely will all be submitting repairs. So we're going to keep that in mind also. Effective immediately, well, it starts now at the moment of reading this. Now, what you want to do is make sure that even those that may not read this until a day or two down the road, they know what effective immediately means. So again, in the memo example, we will discuss that. The equipment repair division, nice, okay, no longer is going to use equipment. Well, if it's a new procedure, we know that. It says wants to move everyone. Again, this reinforces the all Tektronix equipment. So everyone means everybody, president on down to whoever the lowest person is in the mailroom. So everybody, excuse me, must follow these online database procedures. Now, the big chunk here in red, starting with new procedure, is actually the procedures that we're talking about. Now, they are presented here in order, but we have to present them in procedural order as your brain would categorize them. If you read that red, you would in your mind, and you probably wouldn't be conscious of this, but you would be going up 1, up 2, 3, 4. And it's just the way our brain, our logical brains work. So we have to present that and save the reader some time and help them and present the logical order so they don't have to waste time with their brain doing that. So we will address that whole red section in the example coming up. If you have questions, there you go. Okay, that's the call for action. Okay, call for action tells you to do something, or if you have to do something, or whatever the case might be. So this is leaving the door open. If you have questions or comments, gives you who with the contact. Now this last question, or this last sentence here, the warehouse truck driver will pick up and deliver your equipment as we have always done in the past. Well, is that important? Yes, it is. Now the question is where is that going to fit in the memorandum? It's not new, but it's a continuation. So there's two ways you can handle it. And in the sample, I will show you that. So again, that's in my impression is the red is the most important. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rewrite. Now this is a possible rewrite. Doesn't have to be exactly like this, but it should have some similarities. Now again, we want to be concise to the point. We want to get rid of the fluff. We just want to present the facts, okay? Now, and that basic writing team thing, remember you had to take phrases and make them into one words and everything. We need to focus in on that now. Be condensed, okay? Just tell me what I need to know. Keep as many of the words, the fluff out as possible. So we start, as always, with memorandum, memo, whatever, at the very top so we know what it is. We have our date. Now we have all Tektronix employees. Why? Because, well, it said you want to move everybody to the system. So all Tektronix employees works. all staff, all employees, whatever it's customary in the company. In this case, I put all Tektronix employees, assuming that would be customary. But again, the term all is in there. It is now, I have down here from the Equipment Repair Division. And you'll notice that I have initials down here, SS. Remember that whoever is sending it, whoever it is from, needs to sign or initial the document. Now, in this case, it's from a division, okay, not a one person, it's from an entity. So most likely the signature will be from the individual who leads up that division. Okay, it'd be again signatures and, well, or their initials. Now, it could have come from one person, it could have come from the division, but okay, again, this is the customary layout for one of A number ones. Either way would have been fine. Okay. Subject, new repair procedures. Can't get any more precise than that. Now, the first sentence here has a lot of important stuff. The following new online procedures for equipment repair begin today. Okay, you can see the day and the date. Again, remember, we knew it was immediate, but we are now telling what does immediate mean. And immediate means today and that specific date. We also have to say it's online because in the past it's been what? Filling out a form, paper and pencil. Okay, we're not doing it anymore. Okay, so there's your opening. All you need to know. Let's get ready. It tells you right up front what it is. The body. The repair forms will no longer be accepted, just in case someone didn't get it. Okay, new procedures are as follows. Well, I have them in numerical order. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why? Well, because those are the steps you have to take. Number 1 first, number 2 second, number 3 third, number 4. You can't go 1, 4, 2, 3. It just won't work. So, number 1, log in, and I gave a website. Okay. All right. Number 2, indicate the repair needed. And as a sub point to number 2, I gave again what are the typical repairs: audiovisual, Mac, PC, or printer. Number 3, click create new ticket. And then number 4, print the ticket and affix to the equipment that needs to be repaired. That's a given. You don't have to say that. Just say to the equipment. Those are your procedures. Okay. Now, as far as the warehouse, remember, it's a carryover. Now, it doesn't fit in the procedures, but it can be presented in one of two ways. And in this particular case, I presented it as a separate body paragraph. In this case, here you have one sentence that it can be a whole paragraph all by lonesome. The warehouse truck driver will pick up and deliver your equipment as we have always done in the past. Nothing wrong with that, okay? It's just another point, another body paragraph. You don't have to say anymore. Now, what you could have done, if you wanted to, as a next possibility, is have it as a PS. If you recall, we've talked about postscript PS in the past, and that would have been PS colon with that sentence, but that would have appeared right after the conclusion, maybe a space or two down from the closing. But I put it here. It seems like a good spot for it, so I did. And then finally, our closing. This new process will streamline repairs. There we go. We're explaining the why. Okay, it's nothing new. It's just kind of a supporting statement. And then we have down here, contact Sylvia Smith, extension 255, or sylvia.smith@tekt.org with questions or comments. There's your call for action. Now, you'll notice this says to contact Sylvia Smith. Well, if you go back up and look at the from, you have the initials SS. Therefore, we can assume that Sylvia Smith is the leader, is the director, whatever, of the equipment repair division. And that would make logical sense that she would actually write and approve the memorandum. All right, so that's pretty much it. take a look at your teams and see how you did. That's it for now. Take care.